Hi, this is Regina White Favors with Favors Film Analysis. So I want to extend the strategy case study for reviewing The Town. This is more or less a critical thinking opportunity. And I want to look at assessing conflict with the narrative, conflict with the characters, the way that robbery cinema is depicted. So this will give us an opportunity to think about how the director, Ben Affleck, presents conflict, how he acts within the narrative as a main character named Doug, and his relationship with James, as well as the other characters. And this will also just gives us an understanding, an opportunity to reach an understanding about just the presentation of heist movies, the presentation of robbery cinema. So this is Favors Film Analysis, assessing conflict in the town, which showed in theaters 2010. And you can visit www.favorsfilmanalysis.com for more access to critiques and reviews. All right, this presentation is subject to fair use. So this is where another decision killed in conflict. This is the confirmation of James saying that he's not going back to prison. And he could have turned around when Agent Frawley was trying to get him to stop. He refused. And he could have done a better job of becoming uh, inconspicuous by going into an office building or something like that. He just refused because this was a Monday. The Fergie said after the haul from um, the ball game on Monday, it was going to be about 3 million. So this is working day. This is working time. This is not. So you had office buildings that were open. You had other locations. No, what he does is that he decides to hold his big bag of money, walk with it in the open. Just because he had on a cop uniform doesn't mean that he's not going to be perceived as a threat because he got his big bag on his back. He doesn't have like a duffel bag. This thing is huge. So you know something is in there. And so Frawley tries to pursue him to try to get him to stop. And then he calls him by name, Coughlin, James Coughlin. And then this is where he returns fire. So he makes it up in his mind. His decision is a decision that he made up in his mind way before, um, way much earlier in the movie, um, that he cannot go back to prison. His conflict is the conflict with having to return to prison if he's arrested. And so instead of facing that conflict head on and going to prison again for another 9 years, he decides um, to create the chaos he's been creating throughout this whole film. This shooting that you see him doing is something that he's been doing from the very beginning. He doesn't he doesn't think with a level head. He doesn't think all the time that he's sitting in the house being bored and playing Xbox games. He doesn't think. He doesn't reflect. Like I said, like I noted that his back is to a community college across the way. But if he turned around and looked at the building, something on the inside of him might change. Something on the inside of him might be triggered. He doesn't care about that. This is what he cares about. He's the boredom that he feels. He feels alive when he's doing this type of thing here, shooting like this. He does this while they are actually in the ballpark parking garage. Um, um, he does this in other robberies. He there's something dead on the inside of him that needs to be triggered and needs to be able to um, exercise some sort of agency over someone else's life. So he's killed in conflict. All right, this is the end of the presentation. So if you want to listen to other film analysis, just visit www.favorsfilmanalysis.com. Thank you very much for listening.